Who are we? What makes us? How I became interested in self concept, personality, and identity was when I was a little kid with big dreams, goals, and aspirations. Just like the next person, I want to be successful in whatever aspect I'm engaging in. Why I became interested in this topic was because I enjoy learning and even analyzing the habits of highly successful individuals to get a better understanding of the person or situation that led them to their success. Therefore, I believe to achieve any amount of success, you must be self aware, have a high self esteem, and be resilient. These are qualities that we look for in a leader of a team, organization, as well as an operation. As Marianne Williamson once said, our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond our measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, or fabulous? Who are you not to be? You are a child of God. You are playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people will not feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine as children do. We were born to manifest the glory of God that is within us. It is not just some of us, it is in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. Self-awareness is the personal reflection on monitoring one's own behavior. Without it, there can be no self-growth. Your self-evaluation and estimation of your self-worth is known as self-esteem. When it comes to being successful, you must be resilient as well as can cope with and recover quickly from disappointments and setbacks. Firstly, the most important conversations you'll ever have are the ones you have with yourself. David Goggins. First, what is self-awareness, you might ask? In the textbooks Gamble and Gamble, self-awareness is defined as personal reflection on and monitoring of one's own behavior. Second, Tasha Eurich's article, Working with People Who Aren't Self-Aware, on Harvard Business Review, helped bring insight into what people who think they are self-aware. Research found that 90% of people think that they are self-aware, when only 10 to 15% truly are. Third, what are some signs you can think of when you think of lack of self-awareness? There are many signs and factors to help you notice a lack of self-awareness. For example, someone who shows defensive behaviors. Defensive behaviors are negatives when receiving feedback or criticism. To sum up the importance of self-awareness, I believe that it is necessary for personal and self-growth. It is the reflection and monitoring of one's own behavior. People are not as self-aware as they assume or would like to be, and showing defensive behaviors when receiving feedback or criticism is a sign you lack self-awareness. Secondly, I don't care what you think about me. I don't think about you at all. Coco Chanel. First, high self-esteem individuals expect to perform great with others, work harder, and defend themselves against negative appraisals. Therefore, having a high self-esteem is needed to be successful in whatever one pursues. You must believe in yourself before anyone else can. Second, low self-esteem individuals tend to disapprove of others, think themselves unflatteringly, and thought to be a failure. As provided by the University of Texas at Austin Counseling and Mental Health Center, there are 3 steps that can be taken to reverse low self-esteem. First, rebuke the inner critic. Second, practice self-compassion. And third, get help from others. To sum up self-esteem can be defined as your self-evaluation and estimation of your self-worth. The differences between high and low self-esteem can be seen through your communication and eye contact, posture, and even the way they express themselves. There are ways to fix low self-esteem like rebuking the inner critic and practicing self-compassion and getting help from others. And thirdly, the ultimate measure of a man is not where he stands in moments of comfort and convenience, but where he stands at times of challenge and controversy. Dr. Martin Luther King. First, what does it mean to be resilient? In the textbook Gamble, resiliency is defined as the ability to cope with and recover quickly from disappointments. Second, when you think of resiliency, who or what do you think of? Who do you think displayed resiliency or grit? I think of Michael Jordan, who was once cut from his high school basketball team and ending up in the NBA, eventually winning 6 championships with the Chicago Bulls. Third, the American Psychological Association article, Building Your Resilience, states ways one can develop your resiliency. For example, developing connections, fostering wellness, finding purpose, seeking help, and even embracing healthy thoughts. To sum up resiliency, it can be defined as the ability to cope with and recover quickly from disappointments. Michael Jordan is considered the greatest basketball player of all time, but if he did not display his resilience, he would not be able to be in the position he is in today. There are many ways to develop and to become more resilient. For example, fostering wellness, finding purpose, and seeking help. In summary, what I found through my research is that without self-awareness, self-esteem, and resiliency, it will be difficult to become successful and reach the absolute pinnacle of success. Self-awareness is needed to monitor one's behavior and keep ourselves on track. Self-esteem is your self-worth. With no self-worth, no worth will come. And resiliency is the ability to cope with disappointment. Along with grit, you can pursue whatever your dreams you want to take on. What I found through my research are qualities and attributes I believe in what it takes to be successful. Firstly, having self-awareness. Secondly, displaying high self-esteem. And finally, having that grit or resiliency to prosper no matter what circumstances.